This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Stafford going to change it up here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Steps away. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah Pacheco, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Back back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
That's taken in by Kraft. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The end result, 21 yards. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, an ill-advised throw down. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Brought down by Willie Gay.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Love now. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing. Love. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That's good for 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love now on 2nd down. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Counter play with Jacobs. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went. Into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 71 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Bajan. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing now, Bajan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now Stafford's going to move him around. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now they'll change things up. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Throwing here, Bajan. Short throw, he's got Kraft, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Now Bajan to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2nd and a couple. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw, Bajan. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Bajan. And this is caught at the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bajan. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.